Hi, I'm Katie. I'm here with GNC Tire and Auto, and today I'm talking with Fran Rauch. She's the founder of F.R Designs Studio Gallery. So do you want to tell me a little bit just about basic of what you do here?
Sure. This is F.R Designs Studio Gallery, and I've been in business for about 16 years, and I do a variety of custom painting, faux finishing, murals, fine art kind of incorporating classes as well. So basically faux finishing, if people aren't aware of that, or decorative painting is taking your plain paint and adding to it, whether it's through glazes, plasters, or textures. Some of my samples are behind me here on the wall of taking and making your walls look much prettier, give more of a wow factor to unify all the elements of your decor. So it kind of paint kind of is the background for all your furnishings, your carpet, your fabrics, your furniture, and how it unifies everything together. So it's that kind of that bond that kind of does it. So faux finishing basically kind of gives a more personal touch, creates that three-dimensional kind of texture or illusions or plasters onto the wall to kind of personalize, whether it's through a specific type of decor like Tuscany is really in. So some of these raised plasters where you can like raise it out with a rock finish or kind of chipped away aged Mediterranean plaster or Venetian plasters, or a lot of these plasters where you get more kind of an aged kind of look, not so kind of plain flat kind of walls. So it kind of creates a little more personality to kind of go with their decor. So combination of mixing the different glazes and paints and textures to kind of give them more wow factor to kind of personalize their home, I guess is a pretty basic kind of overview.
All right, and I know you have a kind of cool backstory. How did you get started?
Thanks. I've always been around, either nature, flowers and plants, and then kind of evolved into more the painting kind of field. But my parents had a greenhouse operation, a florist, so I grew up on a farm and grew up around that kind of a field. So I majored in horticulture in college, and so I have that plant background. But my parents, in their home, they had a lot of artwork from my great aunt, and my great aunt taught art classes at the Baltimore Institute of Art. And so I think just seeing that over the years, my parents always encouraged me, with art sets during the holidays and Christmas times and birthdays, that they would give me art sets. But I really didn't do a whole lot with it at first. I was a floral designer for about 20 years, so at least I know what flowers look like and can paint them, whether it's a mural or kind of, fine art skills as far as if they want vines around their kitchen window or incorporating kind of those things in there. But I really didn't do much with art until my dad was ill about 16 years ago, and he had myelodysplasia, which is a pre-leukemia kind of state, and he was in Johns Hopkins being treated for cancer. And they don't allow you to have flowers in the hospital room a lot of times because it competes with, I guess, whatever the treatments are. So hospitals can be very, boring or kind of dismal kind of places at times when you're going through these repeated treatments. And so to brighten his room, I decided to do some painting on a sheet. I didn't have access to all the canvases and stuff like I do now, and so I just took an old bed sheet, white bed sheet, and painted some farm scenes from my parents' farm, and having some nature and flowers and stuff on them. And he was able to kind of put them on his walls and brighten his room, and it really meant a lot to him. And I didn't realize how much that it really did. So it kind of gave me a little more free kind of a feel to kind of be express myself on bigger pieces of canvas. Sometimes when you're a beginning artist, you're very small and you don't afraid to go on bigger pieces. So I had a little bit more opportunity to kind of express myself. And then my sister was being a donor for blood platelet transfusions every day. So she had 3 kids and I had 3 kids. And so I came up to watch the kids while she was going to the hospital. And so she had a faux finisher come in and give an estimate on doing some clouds on her ceiling and some treatments on a couple of different walls. And so what I did is I said, well, hey, I'm bored during the day. Can I maybe try? So my first project was doing these clouds on her ceiling in her living room with some gold leaf around the crown molding, and incorporated some faux finishing on the walls. And then she had a couple other rooms I did, and then my business grew from word of mouth. And so that was about 16 years ago. And since then, I've been building it and to where I am today, where I do a variety of both faux finishing, custom painting, murals, kids' rooms, theme rooms, both residential and commercial. And so I think that's how I got into the GNC, which, decorated their spaces there to make it a little bit nicer and kind of a little more people-friendly and relaxing.
Wow factor.
Mm-hmm, wow factor. Thank you.
So what do you think is the best part of having your own business?
Very rewarding. I like people. I like being creative. I think the biggest thing is seeing something being transformed. So going in there and seeing a before and then after, because after you do this enough, you can kind of already visualize what you're going to do. You kind of get to know the personality of the client, what their decorating style is, and so making it kind of complement their theme or personality. Somebody might be a little more traditional